Hey, Tom Miller in Gainesville, Florida, the known center of the universe. Black Adder Brewery. Oh my God, the incredible beer. Oh, gives me goosebumps. And interestingly enough, today is the day that Michael Bobbitt is here promoting his 2 novels. And being that he's a friend of mine and also somewhat famous in the world of literature, I thought I would ask him 5 questions from Tom Miller. Here we go. Hey, who are you and what do you do?
Oh, Michael Presley Bobbitt. I'm a playwright, a novelist, and a clam farmer.
We've known each other a while.
Almost 30 years.
Good God.
Yeah.
We gotta quit meeting up like this.
People are going to talk.
All right. I've got 5 questions for you. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, here we go. Michael, you're 2 novels into this thing. Godspeed, Cedar Key, and then Forever Cedar Key now. And this has just been a whirlwind. You've gotten press locally, nationally, internationally. You've got some like heavy-hitting authors who have weighed in on your work and great reviews, and you're published and everything. So my question to you is, what's in store with novel number 3? What's the secret name? What can you tell us?
So the 3rd book is called The Last Great Stand of Cedar Key. It'll be the final in the trilogy. And I conceived it as covering the entire lifespan of our main characters. So the first 2 books happen over the span of about a year. The 3rd book takes place 25 years after the 2nd book. So we get to see some of the heroes from the 1st book are now old men in the twilight of their lives.
Cedar Key has been through all kinds of trauma and travesty over the last few years, but it keeps coming back for more. It keeps surviving. It keeps rebuilding. What can you tell us about Cedar Key right now, and what can we expect from Cedar Key in the future?
So Cedar Key, we withstood 3 major hurricanes in 13 months. The 3rd one, Hurricane Helene, really devastated the island. So some of our island is still tore up, but the state of the community is strong. What you can expect from Cedar Key is the same island resiliency that we've always had throughout the 260-year history of this hard scrabble working waterfront. You can expect us to put the island back together, to welcome visitors soon, and you can expect us to keep growing the best farm-raised clams in North America.
Michael, a lot of what you talk about in your book, and I believe it's true to your heart, is this sense of community and finding where we can come together, embracing our things that we have that we share while appreciating our diversity and our differences of opinion. Can you speak a little bit about that and tell me what are the things that you feel where we can cross over and find the community, Jesus Christ, this is good fucking beer. Where are the crossover parts where we can find the community of America again?
So there's a running joke amongst people that know my writing all the way back to the earliest plays and certainly now in the books that I only ever really write about one thing, about the power of the extended families that we make for ourselves, about the power of the communities that we make as a defense against the brutality of the modern world. And in the modern age where we're promised connection through devices and apps and programs, we've really never been more profoundly disconnected as a people. So I write stories about the island of Cedar Key because we really do live in true community with one another there. We lean on one another in times of trouble, even folks that don't like each other. When the wolves are amassing at the door, we circle the wagons to help each other. So I like to write stories that, like you said, that highlight the ways in which we're much more alike than we are different. And I think a return to knowing your neighbors, to checking on your neighbors, to living in daily community with one another is the last best hope for mankind.
Your novels present apocalyptic events, tragedies, bad things that happen to Cedar Key and Gainesville and everywhere else, and troubles in government and the way people treat each other. I know that you've had people ask you to stop writing these things because when you write them, the things come true. What have you got to say about that? And will you stop writing so that we can survive the apocalypse? Yeah, anyway.
That's pretty funny. I like to say in interviews sometimes that these are end-of-the-world books that are really barely about the end of the world. It's really about a community that comes together in the face of overwhelming odds, in the face of of despair and loss, to lean in on one another. And it has been kind of funny that shortly after writing the first book, in which a once-a-generation hurricane, a catastrophic fire, and the mayor getting his ear shot off, shortly after that book was published, we had a once-a-generation hurricane in Cedar Key, a catastrophic fire that destroyed Dock Street, and the president got his ear shot off. So there have been some people that have said, hey, could you write about something nice? But I really think the fundamental beating heart of these stories is nice. It's about a community that refuses to go gently into the dark.
Last question, and this goes to inspiration. You've heard this before, but I'm really going to limit you. I have to limit you. I know it's not right to ask this, but there's one writer. There's only one. There can only be one, and you got to pick him, who has influenced you. And then when you finish that, and why, and when you finish that, give us your final thoughts.
William Faulkner, 8 days a week and twice on Sunday. Just the slow, languorous sentences, the time and space he gives you in a story to think about every motivation, every emotion, every part of the human condition that goes into the way we live our lives here on Earth. For me, Cedar Key is a modern parallel to his Yoknapatawpha County in Mississippi in the early and middle 20th century. For me, it'll always be William Faulkner.
Great answers. Michael, thank you very much for the 5 questions with Tom Miller. And I cannot wait to see what happens in the 3rd episode of the trilogy. How about you?
Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Do you know what's going to happen?
I know what's going to happen.
You know how it ends?
I know how it ends.
Michael Bobbitt, Black Adder Brewing. Godspeed, Cedar Key.
Godspeed.
Forever Cedar Key. Godspeed, Michael Bobbitt.
Godspeed. Hello, everyone. The owners here asked me to say a few words about the event, and mostly I just wanted to thank everyone for coming. Awesome. That's a distinguished professor of chemistry from the University of Florida and father of nanotechnology, Chuck Martin, Dr. Chuck Martin. So there's a running joke amongst people that know me that they say I only ever write about one thing. All the way back to all the wild plays and now the books, I only ever write about the power of the extended families that we make for ourselves, the communities we make for ourselves as a defense against the brutality of modern life. And this is just another example of it. You guys took time out of your day on a Sunday to come up here to the brewery. Some of you don't know who I am, but most of you have came to tell me, like Jim just told me the story about his wife was bugging him. She wanted to talk about something, and he said, "Not now, woman, I'm trying to finish this book." And when he got to the last sentence of the book, that he was so powerfully moved by it that the hair was standing up on both of our arms. The ability to have that kind of connection with people and with the characters that I made in this community of Cedar Key that I care so much about, it's been an absolutely overwhelming couple of year ride, and I just wanted to thank you all for being a part of it. Without you reading the books and buying the books and posting about the books, we would not have had the success that we've had. So truly, thank you so much, and Godspeed, Cedar Key.